This guy here, I promise you, unless he changes his mindset, he is going to be working to the day he dies. This guy here has been programmed to just be a worker, and that's all. So this comment is one of two. So this is the first part here. I've got the second part on my laptop. So I'm just going to look at the laptop, read it, and then get back to looking at this camera here. So the first part says, why be in a rush to retire though? Why is everyone's main goal to end up doing literally nothing? Instead, why not aim to either do something you're passionate about or explore things? So this is the sort of person that wants to go backpack hiking in the fucking Himalayas and all that bullshit and that. So that's the first part. The second part is, especially younger people, how are you young with so much energy and you are already talking about retiring? One second, let me just scroll up. That's a sad way to live, man. This guy don't get it. Me and my girl was talking about this the other day. Well, she said something, I had to give her a lecture. You see, when you're my girlfriend, you live in my house every day. Every hour you get a fucking lecture and that. My girl, I do her head in sometimes, innit? But it is what it is, innit? Yeah, I can't like see her, she can't say anything and I can't not correct her and that, innit? Yeah, so I can't remember what she said. She said something and I said to her, you don't even understand what the point of working is. The point of working is so that you can earn a decent salary and obviously have a career that you're proud of. But the point of working is so you can earn a decent salary, save your money and make investments so that you can retire in, obviously, for me, I say 10 to 15 years. Some people can do it in 5 or 6. But so that you can retire between 10 to 15 years. So that when you retire, you got time to pursue the things that you truly want to pursue, the business endeavors that you truly want to pursue. Do you know why a lot of people are not able to pursue the business endeavors that they want to pursue or the dreams that they have to pursue? They're too busy with work. And then when they come back from work, they got to deal with their kids or their mom or their girlfriend. Look at how much people on the Easter weekend had to go to these stupid family dinners and that these stupid family reunions, or man have to go and get dragged to the in-laws' house and that for the weekend and that. There's so much people don't want to do that stuff because their time has been taken away. Big up man like Casey Zander. And I was explaining this to a youth that I was doing a mentoring session with yesterday. And I was saying that like the reason why I'm able to get shit done and the reason why I'm not distracted because I have a lack of certain things. So Casey Zander was saying in one of his videos and that the reason why a lot of people are successful is not because they do this or do that or do this or do that. It's because they have a lack of this. I have a lack of drug taking. I have a lack of alcohol. I have a lack of socializing. I have a lack of friends. I've got like 2-3 men that I say, yeah, that's my friend and that. I'm not out. I'm not distracted. I don't have to go and run errands for people and that. There's a family member that don't live too far away from me. I ain't going to say no one's name. And, you know, kind of like falling out with them, whatever in it. But, you know, after a while, you can just reconcile with people and that. And I thought to myself, nah, I'm not going to do that, you know. Because this is the sort of person, they live on their own, they're a bit needy in that. And I know if I get in touch with them, they're going to want me to come link them every other or every weekend and that. And I'm going to tell them no, and they're going to get upset and stop phoning me and not want to talk to me. So what's the point of reconciling with them? Spoke about this in a video before. There's so many men as well. They could have been successful. They could have just wrote that book. They could have been the next or the previous or the first Robert Greene. But they're too busy. They're too busy with their fucking in-laws. They're too busy with their parents. They're too busy with their kids. They're too busy with work. You want to alleviate your time. You want to have free time. It's not to retire, to sit on your ass and fucking sip pineapple juice on some Caribbean island. You want to be able to retire early so that you can use that money and use that free time to invest it into something that's going to bring you back some more money and something that you're going to enjoy. You lot have literally, this guy here has literally been programmed to be a worker. You belong in the warehouse. You may as well. Hey, whoever that guy was in the video, send this guy your fucking workplace address. I think he wants a job there. You are literally a little warehouse worker with that mentality. I was watching this program called The Guide to the Middle Class or something like that. I might, you know what, I'm going to do a reaction video to it. And these narrators and that, they had a few kind of like, I mean, they're not famous to us, but to my mum's generation, they're quite popular in that. TV personality people. And one of the guys he was narrating was saying that the difference between working class parents and working class households, and the difference between middle class parents and middle class households, is the parents of the middle class children, the middle class parents will say to the children, so what do you want to do this weekend, Harriet or Harry or Timothy? And said child will say, I want to do this, mummy and daddy, whatever. The guy said in a working class household, the parent will tell the child that this is what we're doing on the weekend. And what he said was, it's all well and good sort of thing, like, you know, giving the child discipline or direction or whatever. But when you when you ask your child, what do you want to do this weekend? You're giving them, and let's not get it twisted, children are not supposed to be in a leadership position, but the children are like thinking for themselves. You're training them to be a decision maker. When the working class parents tell the child, this is what we're doing this weekend, and you ain't got no choice, no say in the matter. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying children should rule the roost, but what the guy is saying is true. When the working class parents tell the children, this is what we're doing today, or this is what we're doing on the weekend, you're training your children to be little factory workers that take orders from the big boss. So, you know what? With that in mind, obviously, I thought about this a long time ago. Yeah, I'm going to find the balance of letting my child make decisions, but I'm still the top dog. Top G, big Andrew. I'm still the top boss. Because literally, what that guy said, he's telling the truth. Yeah. You know, you're asking the child, what do you want to do today? You're giving that child that sort of leadership, sort of mindset and that. That sort of boss sort of mindset and that. And when you tell your child this is what we're doing and that, you're training them to take orders, you're training them to be a little factory worker. And that's what this guy is. With this mentality, you are just a factory worker. You can break that mentality in that, but as of today, right now, you're a factory worker.